Good morning, my ride and die fans and supporters of Robert Sylvester Kelly. How are you on this Monday? And how are you during this time of health hazards, things going on like the COVID-19? I pray everyone is taking all safety precautions and trying to, if you can, stay home, stay home. And make sure if you do go out that you following some of the safety procedures as far as keeping a mask over your face, having on some gloves, and also staying 6 feet away from people that you might come in contact with the virus with. I'm just saying, it's just so much you can do to avoid um, catching the virus. um, I do know of two people that relatives of mine had been in contact with or know as friends or whatever, co-workers and friends that have died from the COVID-19, and some that are right now been tested positive of the virus. So be very, very careful. Do not take this lightly. This is a serious thing that's happening right now. A principal in Brooklyn that was a close friend of my sister's, my sister worked with, enjoying her tenure and her career in education, have just passed away in Brooklyn. She was a Brooklyn principal, and she just passed away from the COVID-19 virus. So please, if you can, um, stay home, stay home. If not, and if you have to go out, please follow all safety procedures. This is not something to play with. It's not a joke. It's serious. It's really serious. I have masks and everything inside my home that I do wear when I go out, but right now I'm sitting outside on my deck of my home, so I'm not, in contact with anybody at this time. I know it's an airborne virus or whatever, but I ask God to continue to protect me and keep me in good health and strength, and also pray for those right now who may be unable to, stay home, and they do have to go out. And I know we do all have to go out. We have to get food. We got to still try to live instead of trying to die. But I'm just saying, if you can avoid eating at some of these restaurants out here, fast food places, try to avoid that, and try to cook at home and follow safety procedures. Do not put your life at risk. Um, Now that I'm moving on in this conversation, I was having a conversation, and I'm glad one of my subscribers asked this question yesterday, about what's the difference between a ride and die and a supporter, ride and die fan and a supporter. And I told her I was going to do this video and I was going to discuss that, and I was going to give a little bit more detail about it for those of you who don't really understand what a ride and die fan and a ride and die supporter is. Okay, the difference between the two, being a fan and being a supporter. And you could decide whether who you are, what you are, with this Robert Sylvester Kelly situation that's going on right now. Now, when I say fan, anybody can be a fan. A fan could be even those who are right now indecisive. They're not really sure about Robert's innocence, but they still enjoy listening to his music and they love his music. That could be a fan. Um, a ride and die is a fan and a supporter. That's somebody that loves his music without any doubt, believes in his innocence, and they're going to support his legal defense. They're going to support whatever, is surrounding his situation right now. They're going to support him through all means, without questioning anything, through all means necessary, by all means necessary, I mean. They are not going to have any doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. They're going to believe that he is innocent, okay? And they're going to ride this thing all the way through, no matter what. Whatever the circumstances are, they're going to still ride with him, no matter what. Now, that's the difference, and I wanted to just come with a little bit more information and details about that. Not information, but details about explaining what is a fan and what is a ride and die fan and supporter. We are in support of the man as well as we are in support of the music, no matter what. But right now Robert is incarcerated, so he is not performing um, and doing concerts or anything else like that. So we are right now in support that he is released from being in danger of the COVID, coming in contact with the COVID-19 with other inmates, that they will make sure they keep him safe, or at least release him and let him go home, because right now he has not been charged for anything. They just holding him. So there should be no reason why he should still be there under this serious health um, epidemic that's going on. So for his own safety, he should be released, put in home under some restrictions and being at home or whatever. That's what they need to do. He should not still be held at the MCC federal prison without granted release, regardless of what anybody say out there. He has not been on trial yet. His trial has not been come up yet. He's just being held without bond, and that's it. It's a difference. Okay, now if he's been charged for his crime and he's been convicted of his crime, then that's another story. But right now he's not had any trial yet. He's just being held without bond. So I just wanted to make that clear to some people out there who are like, oh, he's in jail. No, 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 no. So right now, I believe that he should be released and put on some home restrictions if that's what they have to do. And he ain't gonna go anywhere anyway with all this health stuff that's going on, and make sure that he is under some kind of security and protection as well. So maybe that is something they are deciding to do because of him being at his political, being in his career and known as a well-known celebrity. There might be him more at risk than it is more of anybody else or his alleged victims right now. So those are the things they have to really look at. So we all got to be patient. We all got to pray and continue to pray as well. I just wanted to come quickly and say all of this. Oh God, this here. I'm taking a risk. I called my hairstylist and I said, girl, I'm just holding on. I'm just holding on. But I really need to get my hair did. So if I have to spray up my house with Lysol and make sure she's okay, and she come in the door, spray up in the house, spray herself down with some Lysol and make sure she wears a mask and some gloves. And please, sister, come and do my hair, because it's doing, man. My husband is not really in favor of it, but I'm like, babe, go get a wig, wear a wig, it's okay. I'm like, no, babe, I can't do the wig. I can't do the wig. I just can't do the wigs, but I can do them, but I'm just not comfortable with wigs. I'm really not. So anyway, I just wanted to just bring that to your attention and to my subscriber who asked that question, and I'm glad she did, so that I can have something to talk about in a video, and also that I am going to answer her question. And I also want to keep some of my other subscribers in my deepest sincere prayers that is right now not sick with COVID-19, but is having some health issues right now. This student is going through a difficult time right now with their health, and I just want to keep them lifted in prayer. Tanya, I got you, girl. I got you. I know what you might be feeling right now, and I know it's a scary feeling, but keep your head up. Stay positive. Stay strong. You know that you are in people's minds and thoughts, and you're in my heart. Because when you told me that, it just like really took me back, thinking of my own mom. And if we would have caught her in time of her illness, she would have probably still been here. She would have stayed on top of it the way she should have. Mom would have still been here. My mom left us at a very early age. Well, I had her for, like, I could say, like, maybe 37 years of my life, but still, mother is mother. And when you lose your mom, it's like part of your life just so stripped away from you. And when things go on in your life, you have nowhere to turn. But I'm glad that, her Psalms with Psalms 27, which says, when your mother and your father forsake you, I will take you in. So that was something that we did put on her prayer card, and her, from things that we had from the funeral and everything. But baby girl, just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Try to follow all health procedures. May God touch, heal, and deliver you from your sickness at this time. And I mean that as well. God, may the Lord receive this prayer that I have just lifted. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. So I got to get out of here now because I got to go check on my car. It was another situation I had on Wednesday, and I just thank God right now that I'm alive because it could have been worse. You know, I couldn't have not been here. Um, my car hood flew up as I was driving home from work on Wednesday night, and it was like bam, it hit my windshield real hard. But thank God my windshield didn't crack or break or anything. And I was just on the highway, just got off the ramp on the highway, and that was a frightening feeling. I hurried up. I called my husband. He could not come and get me at the time, but he was like, I called the insurance people and I let them know I needed a tow my car, and they asked me was I in a safe place. Yes, I was. So they made sure that they sent out a police officer to be out there with me to make sure I was safe, and if somebody could come and get me, I said yes, someone can. My husband can come and get me. And I just called him. I just contacted him or whatever, and he, made sure he stayed on the phone with me until he came and arrived to come pick me up. But the people were about to try to tow my car all the way to a location that I'm not familiar with, that I couldn't get to. And I said, no, my car is coming home with me. My husband was like, no, they not taking no car, no so-and-so. And that man, he said, well, that's where they paying me. He says, well, we paying you. So they had to take the car and bring the car to front up to be here at my house. I couldn't put it in the, you know, I put it in the driveway or whatever. They told it to the driveway or whatever like that. My husband got a bungee cord, whatever, and made sure he hooked it up until I could get it here to get it repaired. So that's where I'm on my way to now, because we couldn't get it there a couple of days because they were closed and the mechanic wasn't available. But now I'm able to get my car here, so I gotta go check on my car. So anyway, you all have a blessed and wonderful Monday. Try to stay safe. If you can, stay safe. I will not be reporting to work today. I am taking all safety procedures, okay? Because of my car situation and being in the place that I work, I don't feel, right now comfortable being there. You know, that's all I got to say. Anyway, God loves you, so do I. You all be blessed. Peace.